What is up, everybody? Cole Modell here. I'm joined by Matt Carroll. We are running you guys through the UR Open, March 17th, 2022. 18 holes of disc golf on the University of Richmond disc golf course. Matt, can you tell me a little about the card we have going here?
We have Will Picone here, intro going on, freshman in college. And we have Calvin Ciorba, another freshman in college at the University of Richmond. And then here we have Cole Modell with the Jackson Hole shirt on, a junior here, kissing his A2.
Yep, that's me.
Beautiful wink.
So hole one here, by far the easiest hole in the course. Par 3, they're all par 3. We have some drone footage going here for, I think it's the first 2 or 3 holes. 170 feet. Everyone's looking to birdie it. Averages about a 2-4 on all the cards we have listed here.
Look for a high hyzer line to the right. See what Will does here.
That's a little
Hits
bit...
the line, comes left. A little bit long. I'll have a putt for birdie there.
He's flirting with out of bounds, too, on the street. The main thing to do on this hole that I've noticed, and correct me if you have a different strategy, but you kind of want to throw it short. This is off.
Yep, I agree with that. Throw it a little bit short so you don't end up too far. Hit the tree, so that's going to be a little bit too far short. Calvin at the tee with his diamond wizard.
Overstable putter. Fun fact here, Calvin has told me he's played this hole 30 times, and he apparently has never parred it. He's birdied it every time. I don't know if I believe that.
And that is just about parked. Cole with the upshot here, see what he can do.
Yeah, I figured I wasn't going to run it. Try to risk a bogey on hole one.
Elects to lay up. He'll tap in for par there. Will up with a circle one putt and throws it long.
And now he's got a tester for bogey.
He's got a tester for par.
Out for par. And this is when he looked at me in the round and said, I think I'm a little camera shy here on hole one.
Here's Calvin. A little tap in for birdie. There he goes.
Keeping his birdie streak alive, apparently, right? Just a heads up also. Actually, here's Will putting.
Will, no. Looks like Will might be tapping in for bogey right there on hole one. That is not great.
Hole 2 here, par 3 again, 210 feet. U-disc numbers are a little bit off. I'm going to say this one's 230. It's also uphill, so you're kind of hucking at like 245. You want to throw it right down the pipe, right down the middle. Great birdie to pick up. Also kind of an easy bogey to pick up too.
Yeah, absolutely. Calvin at the tee with a diamond wizard again. See what he can do. And right up the middle, as we said. That's a pretty good-looking shot.
Also, by the way, low ceiling here, so you kind of have to keep it low. I'm throwing a beast here, Blizzard plastic, a little bit more stable. That looks good.
That looks pretty good.
That looks good.
Have a nice circle one putt there.
What's Will throwing here? I think he's got his MD4. It's understable mid-range. Yep. And that's perfect.
Perfect. All the boys hit the low ceiling, and here we have a circle one putt from Cole.
Probably 20, 25, right? Or maybe longer.
In front of the basket. Not great ground play there, but that'll still tap in for par.
By the way, one thing I wanted to clarify here as Will goes through his birdie putt is we are not showing tap-ins, which we will adjust and show tap-ins for previous rounds. But if anything is less than 5 feet away, you're probably not going to see it.
So you saw Will hit a birdie putt there. Calvin looking for a birdie putt as well.
You can also see at the bottom of the screen here, the scoreboards, that red is a bogey there for Will, that green birdie for Calvin. As he misses his birdie putt, chains out. Anyway, that gray there next to Cole's name, my name, bottom left is a par.
Cole taps in for par. Calvin will do the same thing. Through 2 holes, Calvin -1, Cole even, and Will +1.
Hole 3 now, deceiving a little bit more difficult. You're going to look to throw an overstable forehand. 213 downhill, so you don't have to put anything on it to get down there, but there's also a creek way down there, and you basically have no control over the roll, so you kind of just have to hit the gap and kind of lay it flat, not too much angle on it.
Yeah. A lot of potential for rolling near the basket.
Will turns that way over.
You also look for a backhand understable line, but so far we have 2 forehands.
Calvin's throwing his Brian Earhart Tour Series zone. It's like incredibly stable. Yep, that's perfect. Maybe a little bit long.
Could have been a little bit long. Ended right, though, where the hole is. It goes deceivingly far right.
I'm throwing my A2 again. That looks good.
It's great.
Maybe a little bit short.
Let's see. Will's throwing his same disc here forehand. See if he can learn from his mistake. He turned it over a little bit last time, and he does the same exact thing, actually.
Yep. It's going to hit the tree.
He's laying up.
Layup for the bogey.
Downhill putt, so easier than uphill. Probably 20-footer.
Using the Luna putter, and bang. Nice birdie right there.
Thank you. Oh, Calvin
definitely
was
worked out.
flirting with the out of bounds there, too.
Yeah.
As if we play out of bounds.
Oh, God. Calvin with an uphill putt.
Oh, my.
No.
So it's funny because you haven't seen this footage.
I have not seen this.
So, like, Calvin just nails a tree there 5 feet off the putt. You didn't know it was coming, and I did.
Yeah.
So we'll get some organic reactions out of you, maybe.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I couldn't personally play this round as I had some schoolwork to do. Calvin with a bit of a tester, par putt here.
This is not a tester for Calvin, I'll say it. Oh,
my
maybe it
God.
is. I
my
haven't forgot that one. Wow. Calvin taking the early bogey. He's not happy with that.
Calvin definitely not happy with that.
And folks, this is a guy that's shooting like -8, -7 on this course. Hole 4, the drone footage stops, so you're going to get some nice camera view here. The main line here is forehand if you don't want to be stupid. If you want to be stupid like me, walking up here with the overstable putter, you're going to throw it to the right and hope you get through.
Yeah, there's not much of a look to the right. You kind of have to just hope and pray you don't hit a tree, but if you can get all the way through, it'll come back left near the hole. I usually like to play this one forehand, but it looks like you kind of got through there.
Yeah. So if you want to pull it from me, what easiest hole number is this on the course? I think this is the third easiest.
This is, I believe, tied for second.
Picone does the same thing again, turns it over too much.
This is actually tied for fourth easiest on the course. But I personally
Okay, tied for fourth.
I would personally put it at 2 or 3 for myself. That's gonna end up a little bit right and definitely short.
Hits a tree, yeah. Calvin giving this now, I would say 60-foot birdie bid.
Oh, front of the basket. Would have been a great circle 2 putt. Will with
Wait, so is this for birdie?
this is for birdie.
Oh, then I kind of misread that. He must have gotten a good kick.
Perhaps a circle 2 putt, maybe right on the line.
Just
Edge of the
rims out.
basket, unfortunately. This should make Will circle 1 putt here. And bang. Birdie there.
Hole 5 here, personally, I think this is the second easiest hole on the course. I think that's what the numbers show. There's only one line. You're throwing it right down the middle. Putter, slow speed disc, mid-range, and it's curving left. You just want to hit the gap. You also do want to keep it low, though, because you could be facing some serious ground play here, as I just...
Oh, my
Yeah,
God. That
not
kicks
good.
way to the right. Not quite out of bounds, but that'll probably end up being a par. It's a short hole here.
I think he's going MD4. Is it not marked in there? It's MD4.
Could be the MD4.
And so
like that hit a
that's
gap.
like actually an ace run.
Yeah,
Like, not
I mean, that's
purposefully.
Not the line you want to go with,
So-
but he hit a gap. Calvin more of the typical line with his wizard, but he hit a tree and got a bad kick at the end there.
So, by the way, I don't want to tell you, but guess where Will is right now? Like, what would you think?
I would guess that he's 10 feet short in the shrubs to the left and short of the basket.
Yeah, he's about 90 long. Yeah. So
Calvin
Calvin and
with a
myself
jump
should be
putt.
good for par there. Yeah, look at Will.
Wow.
We've never seen this. It's
I've
crazy
never
to get
seen
through.
someone
Yeah.
drive that far on this hole.
It's not that far. It's
Oh,
just
the-
crazy to get through.
Big forehand.
Perfect upshot, right?
Perfect. Yep, that should be layup for par. Calvin looking for a par here. Bang. Calvin comes away with even after 5.
Should be pars all around. Yep.
Par for Will.
Oh, never mind. I have a putt.
And left is short. That'll be a bogey.
Front 5. I'm not sure anyone's looking too hot right now, but going into hole 6 here, another birdie opportunity, but actually kind of a difficult hole. Got to hit an initial gap with trees, 224. There are a few different lines here. You could put a mid-range right into the ground, which, by the way, Will is maybe doing here. No, he's going the high hyzer to the right line.
It's through the trees, but the disc did not finish left where the basket is, so not exactly ideal. But
actually, all three of these guys are going to take high hyzer to the right line. Calvin looks at the camera and says this is going to be an ace, so we'll see what he can do.
This wizard again, that's definitely going to finish left.
Oh.
And hit a tree.
Stills probably has like a 30-foot
Probably,
birdie putt.
yeah. Long circle and birdie putt.
I'm throwing a champion leopard here, so that's going way out to the right. Yeah, that's
That looks
perfect.
good. Wow. Yep, that's just left of the basket. Will with a birdie look here.
Just
And
missed
just
it.
left.
Oh, Calvin's closer than I thought, by the way. Again, 3 good drives. 3
good
birdie
drives on this
looks.
hole. Everyone got through the trees at the beginning, which is always...
Oh, my God. That's Calvin's second putt there, chaining out on the right side.
It's unfortunate for him. Looks like he'll lay up for par. Cole with a big birdie right there.
Yeah, that's a nice
Will
one
for
to take.
par.
Hole 7 now. I want you to pull up your phone again. I think it's got to be in the top 4 easiest, but 160 feet. You could shoot
Hole 7's tied for fourth.
tie for fourth. So, yeah, you could shoot a straight disc down the middle. I'm taking a felon here, overstable, and just putting it up. I think we got a catch cam here on the other side of the basket.
High forehand route.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit short, but that's definitely in birdie range. One
Definitely
of the easier
shorter than I
holes on
thought,
the course.
actually.
You're up.
I usually personally elect to go with the high forehand route as well. Works out for me.
I think
Most of the
Will
time.
is going to go backhand here. Yep, he is. And this is his 4th drive now, overturning the same disc.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's looking to make some adjustments. Calvin's going right down the middle too, actually.
Calvin right down the middle. That's
Oh.
pretty good looking. Bad kick off a tree at the end and goes a little bit long.
See, so once you're in this position, it's actually not an easy upshot because the green is decently well guarded by trees.
Yeah. He's
So
got a bit of a scramble here.
Yeah, what is he looking for? Oh, no.
Didn't really calculate that one too well. It didn't look like. Now he's got a bit of a prayer for a par look here. And
He's taking a bogey.
Park said he'll take a bogey on one of the easier holes on the course.
Which, to be fair, everyone's still within spitting distance of each other. I mean,
Yeah. Everyone's still within 3 strokes.
Yeah.
Cole with a birdie look here.
To go 3 down.
And left it just short.
Calvin getting a little aggressive with the stance there.
Opting for the straddle putt here. And bang, that'll be a birdie.
Hole 8, I want to say this is the hardest hole in the course.
This is one of the harder ones in the course. According to the statistics, we do have it as the hardest hole in the course.
So 293 feels longer than 293. It's downhill, though. Got to hit an initial gap, and then it curves way right. So everyone's going to be throwing a backhand turnover here. Do we have discs for this one?
Yeah, so
Calvin looks perfect, by the way.
Calvin just... actually, we don't have Calvin's disc on that one. But Cole, you're about to throw a sting right here. Hoping it turns to the right. That's not the gap you usually go for, but it looks like it may have gotten through.
Yeah, not,
Hard to tell.
Not where I was aiming at all. See, look, now Will throws another disc, which when he should be just using the one he's been turning over.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
And that ends
Yeah.
up going to the left. Not the way you want to go on this hole. Pretty tough birdie for this course. I think there are a couple holes on this course that are a little bit harder than this one, but this is definitely up there. Probably the hardest on the front 9, no question.
Start at 350. Yeah, we're going at it.
Oh, so we might have missed Picone's upshot. I'm going to skip that, but let's see. Oh, God.
He's going to hit a tree. I mean, that was just going to go way to the right anyway, so not the worst.
So that's Will's drive. He's on the fairway of the next
He's on
hole
the
around.
Fairway for 9, hits a tree there. He's going to have a tough putt for par.
Is this Calvin for birdie? I feel like our footage is maybe mixed up a little bit here. I think this is for... No, that was for birdie. Yeah, that was
Wow.
for birdie.
It's a hell of a drive by Calvin, but that's going to miss. Not a great miss for him, but he'll probably get a par. And Will with
Wow,
a great
puts one
putt
in.
for par, right? Jason for par. Calvin also pars.
Hole 9, I'll just say it right here. This is the dumbest hole in the course. There are too many trees that can be hit, like this skinny tree right here. The initial gap is fine, but the course doesn't really give you that much of a route other than to get lucky. And then once you get past that skinny tree, the green is just so well guarded. You can't even skip one up anymore because of this tree on the ground here. So it's kind of just a throw it and see what you can do moment, right?
Yeah, this is personally my least favorite hole in the course. I often find myself hitting some of the trees right there in the front, and Calvin finds one in the middle there.
But he got past the initial 5.
You got through the initial gap, which gives you a decent chance at par, but there's so many trees on this hole that anything can really happen, and it's pretty difficult for a 190-foot hole.
This is a sweet birdie to pick up.
Yeah, this is a pretty rare one.
I want to say that looks decent actually out of Picone.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty solid drive there.
So I'm off to the side of the tee pad, which I do, and now I've given myself a birdie look actually.
Calvin's got a decent look here. A little bit short.
It was like a half bid.
Yeah. I'd probably say this is the second hardest hole on the front 9, behind 8.
Yeah, has to be.
Will lay up for par there. This is a par putt, right?
This is birdie.
This is a birdie.
Yeah,
Really?
birdie putt. No spoilers, but yeah, it's a birdie.
There you go.
So front 9 here, I'm sitting -2. I have 4 birdies, which are ideally not -2 with 4 birdies. Picone's only got 1 birdie. He's +2. Calvin, 2 birdies, -1. I'm actually in decent shape, but you really want to come out of the front 9 like -3 or maybe even 4 if you can do it.
There are definitely 4 birdieable holes, but there are obviously some bogeys that happen here and there. But if you want to put your best round together, oh God,
Hole 10.
this is going to be the longest hole on the course. It's par 3 with a lot of trees. If you end up to the left, you're going to be in trouble. You really got to throw it pretty far off the drive if you want to get anywhere near a 3 on this. Birdie's pretty rare. I've never personally gotten one.
I've only hit one of those. But 364. So this creek right here that we're in the middle of, you just want to kind of put it past the creek. You put it past the creek, you're in par range.
Yeah.
Also, just so you guys know, I'm not able to run up yet because I just had a knee injury. So that's why I'm just standing still for all these. That looks...
Looks perhaps a little bit short of the little ravine or creek that you were just referring to.
Calvin's wearing a Sexton Firebird here, so this thing is going to be super overstable. Oh!
Whoa. Hey now. That is not a great drive from Calvin. I've seen much better from him.
Picone's got some power, by the way.
That'll hit the gap. Fading left where the hole is. Looks like he maybe got over the ravine. Definitely in par range. Calvin
This is where
This
you
will be
don't want to be.
opting for a forehand. Hopefully hooking it left. Actually looks like he may have gotten through.
No idea where
Kind of
that
lost
went.
the disc on that. So Cole's right in the little ravine here.
And not
Still-
bad.
Still par range. Oh,
Yeah.
that wasn't great. That's going to be a
No.
little bit short.
Oh.
Wow. Calvin with a par bid right there after that really bad drive. So he'll
Wait, this is for birdie. Out of Will.
Yes, that's a great drive from Will, actually. Little jump putt bid, and it leaves it just short for par.
Definitely would be a tough bogey to take if I miss this, considering my drive and put me in a decent position, right?
Yeah. Not the best upshot. Putt, just a little bit wide right, so that's going to be a bogey.
Everyone taps in. Hole 11 here, another par 3, obviously, 184 feet. This one's one of the easier ones. This one's a must-get if you want to have a really good round. Throw it up the middle, throw it to the right. No one's throwing forehand on this, but we'll see what these guys can do. Don't know when Will's throwing.
Yeah, you definitely got to be careful of overshooting this hole, because if you go long, it'll go down. Oh, that's not great.
No.
Well,
we'll kick
definitely
this back.
he avoids shooting long, as I was just saying, but he hits the tree right in the beginning.
What's Calvin throwing on this?
Calvin's about to throw his wizard.
Yeah, same disc.
Looks like he hit the gap. That's going to be perfect.
Perfect.
Not too long. It's not going to roll down the hill.
And by the way, you put it a little bit short there to the left, the disc rolls down and gives you an extra 5 feet.
Yeah.
I'm throwing a rock.
This one's rock. Hits the gap to the right, but hits a tree. It's going to be a little bit short.
And I remember hitting that gap and seeing that and like, where did that branch come from? Because I felt like it was a good throw.
So Will's got probably a 150-foot up shot here with a lot of trees in the way and a lot of potential for error. He gets through.
Oh my God, that's
wow.
beautiful.
Nice. So he leaves himself with about a 10-foot putt for par.
This is a pretty long one.
About a 25-footer for birdie. And great shot right there by Cole.
Told you my putting was pretty good.
Yeah. Will gets a par, and Calvin is going to tap in for birdie.
Hole 12 now. 237, hooks right. Everyone's going to be throwing a forehand or a really understable backhand turnover. Some danger with the lake towards the far side of the basket, but kind of just want to hit this initial gap. That's maybe a little bit tight.
That
He's
looks like
throwing the
it's gonna
zone
be
again.
A little bit right. Almost looked like it was going to be long off his hand, but probably not because the basket's right next to the water. Looking for that to curve right.
I don't think that was
Probably
great.
not. That
No.
didn't come right enough. So Will does another forehand.
No, turns it over,
going
yeah.
left.
So, by the way, still at this point, Will's not out of it. No one's out of it. Everyone's in it.
Yeah, that's all you need.
High forehand. Decent bid. That looks like it'll be parked for par. So Will's got a decently long shot here, probably about 100 feet.
Yeah.
Picone talking with Calvin to see if he should give it a run. I think he elects not to, but let's see. Yeah, a little bit.
Puts it right on the ground. Will give himself a little bit.
Oh,
of a putt
no,
here.
he gave himself more than he wanted, right?
Yeah, this looks like a tester for par.
Oh, is that Calvin's drive, by the way? It must be, right?
And front of the basket, unfortunately. Yep, Calvin taps in for par, or for birdie there.
And by the way, everyone, just so everyone knows, the back nine is definitely more difficult than the front nine in this course. Hole 13 here, 317. Really tough one. Not the toughest one to par, but, I mean, I've only seen like 2 birdies ever on this. This is the guy to do it, by the way, if someone's going to do it. But that looks like it's going to stall out and finish left. And by the way, that might be past the basket. Yeah, what the heck is that disc?
Calvin just threw his Comet right there. Is that the Daedalus?
Yeah, I'm throwing a Daedalus. Kind of just goes... Oh, my God.
That could be, luckily not in the streaks. It just hits.
And by the way, I just missed the Mando, I believe, but we'll actually have to see when I go up there. That little white sign there is a Mando.
Will with the back. Oh, that's a nice shot right there.
He laces
It's going to be
that.
a little bit low. Probably right in front of that big bush there.
Got a pretty hard up shot here.
So, big forehand. Hits the Mando, I think.
Yeah.
And not a bad bid for par there. Will with a hammer over the bush.
So where do you want to be on your drive here? And Calvin's got a birdie putt here, but...
Ideally, if you're someone like Calvin, you're a little bit closer to the hole, but for someone who can't drive as far, you want to end up a little bit to the left.
You want to be
big
left,
bush.
right? You don't want to be
You
right.
don't want to be right.
No.
If you're left, it's open. You leave yourself for a good forehand approach on the upshot. So Calvin gets a par. Will gets a par.
Everyone should be over par
And
here.
looks like Cole hits a par as well.
Hole 14 now, 165 uphill. Heard about a lot of aces on this one, so this is one to do it. I've always struggled with this hole. There's a few options. You can throw an overstable forehand, but everyone's going to go up
Calvin's
to the
got
middle, I
his
think, backhand.
Wizard here.
Oh, my
That
God.
could be a run right there.
Oh, no.
A little bit short. It's 165, but it plays like 200 plus for sure because
It's like I'm
uphill.
always trying to overthrow this, and then...
Interesting election for forehand.
Exactly.
And that goes right into the ground. Slides into the middle of the fairway.
What's Picone throwing? I don't know. Oh, MD4, same thing. Overturns it.
And overturns it and hits a tree.
Still, everyone should be perfectly fine for par here. Even Will,
Yeah.
I would assume.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
gives himself
he's
a good
perfect.
par bid right there. Despite being 5 strokes back, he might be falling out of this one with only 4 holes to go.
Yeah, he's got to start making something happen here. I'm debating which one to go with, however stable I want it.
Puts it up there. Oh, God. It hits the tiny tree at the end, and that is...
You can hear Will saying, we're getting footage of this. Good footage of this right now.
That's about as unfortunate as it gets. Now Cole with an unbelievably unfortunate par upshot.
You're not ready for this one.
This could make the difference between you and Calvin's game right here. Hammer throw up the middle, and oh god, and it slides down the hill. This is for bogey, and luckily he's right next to the basket. He'll tap in for a double there.
I don't even know if we're showing anyone. I know we'll show Calvin here. Calvin now is going to take a massive lead.
Calvin hits a birdie putt. So that's a three-stroke swing between you and him. So he's -3, and you're even, and Will is, I believe, still +3.
Hole 15, 210 here. 210 is definitely wrong. It's got to be 230. Actually, what does it say on the tee there? 230, yep.
Yeah, it says 230.
It's pretty even, but you just want to get past this creek. You end up in the creek, you're in bad shape. So you want to do this. This is,
Calvin with a bad kick
that's
there.
fine, though, but you want to throw overstable backhand.
That was his Sexton Firebird right there.
I don't know what Will's throwing.
Neither
It's
do
not listed,
I.
right? And by the way, Will is birdie. Oh my God,
that's a great-
that's awesome.
Finished a little bit right, but that'll be just
Hey,
a little
and
bit
Will
short,
Will
but
wants to get
definitely
back in
birdie.
this. I mean, he's got 6 strokes between him and Calvin. I aired
Almost
that
hit
out.
the gap, a little bit too high, and that'll end up short of the creek, actually. Decent look as an upshot here. Good chance to park it. Skied that one, too. It'll end up a little bit right. Probably a tough putt for par. Pretty standard upshot
Yeah,
here.
there's no way Calvin doesn't par this, right?
And he just ends up right next to the basket. That's got to be a par for him.
Actually,
Will
by the
with
way,
a
I
birdie
don't
look.
see Calvin.
Oh,
nothing's working
rims
for
out
Will,
a
right?
birdie look.
Calvin gave himself a little bit of space here. He'll hit this, though, I'd assume.
Yep, that'll be a par for him.
And there's me. Yeah, I mean, after that drive, this is the best I could ask for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a bad par to take after that drive, and Will taps in for par as well.
Hole 16 here, the ever intimidating 280, a little bit uphill.
Basket.
This is the second hardest hole in the course, in my opinion, or maybe even hardest. But you're basically throwing something that's going to stay straight for a while and then finish left. A lot of trees to navigate. Yeah, I want to say I've seen 2 birdies on this, and this guy's done one of them, by the way. So he's got the power.
And he hits the tree
Yeah.
there. That'll happen to you. This is personally, I think, my hardest hole in the course. I've never birdied it.
This is where I need to run up, by the way, which would help. This looks great, though.
Is that the Daedalus right there?
Yep, and by the way, that kick to the right. Oh, so we missed Calvin's drive, by the way. I don't know. Yeah, it looks okay. Oh, that's my drive, yeah, so that was a good one.
Yeah, it was a solid drive right there. And he'll lay up for par.
And where's Calvin? We missed his drive. Is this for...
That was for birdie.
Oh my God, yeah, so here's Calvin.
So Calvin ended up a little bit right, but he definitely got some distance on his shot. Unfortunately, we didn't have footage of the drive. Looks like he's up in for a little bit of a forehand.
Oh yeah, I remember this. So funny, Calvin goes, this is what I was trying to do. Looks at me and throws another one and goes right in from there. Yeah, from like 50.
Cole lays up for par. Calvin looks like he'll get a par.
We'll tap in for
Will
par.
taps in for par as well.
Hole 17 here. It's a new hole, actually. Used to be further back. 238, pretty simple. Going to throw an overstable disc. You're just going to curve it left. Everyone's going to go backhand. It's a must get. I mean, yeah, if I want to give any chance at Calvin here, he's got to bum it, and he doesn't do that. Oh,
Bad kick at the
actually a
end
little
there,
kick here, so maybe I can put a
Probably
little bit
still-
of pressure on him.
Probably still a birdie look for Calvin.
Throw my rock
And that's
and
going
go
to drill
right
a tree.
into the tree.
That is not going to help. Looks like Calvin might end up taking the round here.
Will's throwing a putter, by the way, which he overturns again.
Overturns it again.
Yeah.
He's had a little bit of trouble keeping his disc to go straight and left when he wants him to today. Decent kick from a tree there.
Should be good for par. Oh,
And
no.
unfortunate roll from Will right there. Now he's got a pretty long circle two
Oh,
putt.
Calvin's parked, by the way, right there, so he's good for birdie.
And Will misses that again. He's going to get a bogey there. Calvin's going to tap in for birdie here.
So Calvin's pretty much going to win this round. I mean, unless disaster strikes here. 210. It's not 210.
It's actually 220.
It's 220. It's uphill too, so it's around 240. Low ceiling. Kind of a difficult shot. Oh, and what kicks back out to the middle, though?
He should still be fine with a 4-stroke lead, but not ideal drive.
I'm deciding which beast to throw here.
Looks like he flipped up the beast a little bit.
I don't know if that hit a tree. Will throwing the MD4 should be a perfect disc for this hole, actually, right? If he overturns it. Yep.
Yeah,
that's good.
That looks a little bit short. Not great ground play there.
Calvin should be in for par here. Ooh.
Is it a little bit long?
Give himself a long par putt, and I'm chirping him at this point.
Yeah. We've got
I'm trying to put this in.
Par. Gave it a bid,
missed it.
almost. And Will overturns his jump putt.
So let's see Calvin here secure the par, go home with the win.
Front of the basket.
Wow. Not a good roll.
Terrible ground play there. Calvin's now got a pretty hard bogey look here.
Am I going to win this round?
Misses the bogey look, but should be close enough. Cole with the par there.
Matter.
And Calvin's going to tap in for a double bogey. I think we're going to count that as a par for Will.
We are. There's the final score, everyone. Thank you guys for watching. We got a minute left here. We're going to go through just some stats we took. But, again, Calvin lighting up the back nine there, except for that blemish on 18 with 4 birdies. I took 1 birdie, and here's, again, the full scorecard. Will just had an off round for sure. Not everyone didn't even play that well, honestly, but we had some good moments.
Yeah, a lot of birdies, but also a lot of bogeys on a lot of parable holes.
Exactly. And here's some putting statistics. So I actually hit the best putting, which I don't know if I've ever beat Calvin putting from C1. So 70. Calvin putt 38. Will putt 33.
Overall, pretty good putting from everyone, and Will only had 1 birdie. That was the downfall of his game.
So thank you guys all for tuning in. Again, this is Cole. That's Matt. And we'll be back with another round for you guys soon.